There's a huge amount of preparation that still has to be done before Xi Jinping will be willing to get in the room with Trump to even start the negotiating process, let alone to end up with a finished deal, which is something that could take years to negotiate. The phase one trade deal in Trump's first administration took about a couple of years to negotiate, for example. So, in terms of what to prepare for, the Russia-Ukraine war is obviously something that is a big part of Trump's foreign policy in his first 3 months of this second term, something that Trump wants to bring a resolution to show that he can achieve outcomes on the global stage that his predecessors could not. It's clearly something he cares about. So I think that President Xi will be looking to see if there's any way he can help to bring that about, some kind of negotiated resolution to the Russia-Ukraine war. But at the same time, while that would be maybe an ideal scenario, the extent to which he's shown himself to be willing to get involved in such complex global negotiations is very limited. And there's a lot of potential downside risk if if there was to be a Chinese involvement, it wasn't to work out. It could also be alienating to the European Union, European countries, which China is trying to woo as the US also increases tariffs on Europe. So I'd expect that there might be some conversations about China facilitating talks, perhaps, at the best, but I don't think those international hotspot issues are going to be a major part of Xi Jinping's preparation for a deal with Trump. In terms of when that might happen, timing-wise, it's obviously very fluid situation, very uncertain. I don't think it will be in the context of a bilateral visit by either leader to the other country, and probably more likely on the sidelines of an international meeting. I think one interesting wrinkle to that would be the September meeting of the United Nations General Assembly, which is in New York. It'll be the 80th anniversary this year. And Xi Jinping went to the 70th anniversary 10 years ago in 2015 and gave a major speech because the United Nations is still a really important pillar of Chinese foreign policy. And so it's possible that Xi Jinping could use a trip to the United Nations. Any foreign leader is able to go to the United Nations, make a speech. It's not the same as a bilateral visit, a state visit, so it's politically a bit easier for Xi to go over. It's less risky. So if he went to the United Nations, he'd be a few miles away from Trump Tower in New York. And so it could potentially be a convenient way to sit down in the room with Trump without the risks and the potential downsides of trying to get an official or even a state visit between the two leaders.